Yep, fiestas and siestas were just a few of the experiences we had while just a short hour away from Oaxaca City. Last week, I told you that I'm the girl who hates shopping. But guess what I spent some serious money on? Join David and I as we check out local producers of a very special beverage, a one-of-a-kind living thing, and so much more.
This thing is giant.
It's one of a kind in the world.
It's ginormous.
Size matters in this case. It does. It does.
Yeah, okay. In this case, it does.
And age matters too in this case. It's very impressive.
Let's go check it out. The camera probably doesn't do it justice.
We came to Santa Maria del Tule to see a specific Montezuma cypress, or ahuehuete, meaning old man of the water. El Tule is the oldest tree in Mexico, but widest in the world.
This isn't even it. We lied.
We kind of lied.
You know, when you don't get taken around by a tour guide, you sometimes make mistakes. We were already very impressed. A real tree called El Tule. The one we just passed is the baby. The big one is just over here.
The baby tree is just wow. But hang on, we're going to take you to the big one
To
now.
the real deal.
Where all the people are. Because I couldn't understand why there was no people. We got to the big tree. I'm completely zoomed out and it barely fits in the frame. Or it doesn't even fit in the frame at the top. There's a little ticket booth right there. You pay 20 pesos per person and that gets you in to see the tree. 2,000 years old. More than 2,000 years old. Cannot cut the branches. They're not allowed to trim it. That's why there's a fence around it.
El Tule was and is considered a sacred tree.
We're told that the tree you can go and touch once a year. I believe it's in October. I believe it's spiritual and religious reasons you're allowed to do so, but it's only one day a year.
To see the size of it, like, okay, so that's Christina. I'm back about 10 feet from the fence.
Oh, what do they say? It takes 32 people to grab hands around the base of it?
We got a problem, guys. The tree's outgrown the fence.
If you look at the world's widest tree trunk with an open mind, you will see an elephant, jaguar, and many other fun animal shapes, which is why the tree has been nicknamed the Tree of Life. As mentioned in October, in fact on the second Monday of October, on its apparent birthday, you can get up close and personal with El Tule. To squash any doubt, DNA testing proved that El Tule is in fact only one tree, rather than multiple trees growing together.
Look at this bird. Make them like little bears. The way they sculpt all the little trees into different figures and shapes, it's just beautifully kept. The grounds are absolutely gorgeous. Look at that. That is massive.
From El Tule, we drove a bit further southeast to a place known as Mitla. Mitla and Monte Alban, which many of you will know, are the most important archaeological sites in the state of Oaxaca. We made a quick pit stop at Mitla to take in its Zapotec history and its religious significance. The site is known for its elaborate and intricate mosaic designs that cover entire walls without the use of any mortar. The site is a grouping of 5 buildings with a cactus fence surrounding it, and it is also surrounded by the modern-day municipality of San Pablo Villa de Mitla, which grew around it into a beautiful little town. How lucky did we get? While checking out Mitla, we heard a party coming, and it was a Quinceañera. A Quinceañera is a festivity in honor of a girl turning 15 years old. As you can see in the spinning globe, her name is Joanna, and indeed, she's celebrating her 15th birthday. It is a Mexican custom in which the girl's transition from childhood into womanhood is celebrated by her family, friends, and often the entire community.
And then there's the tour buses trying to get through up these tiny little streets.
Nowadays, Quinceañera celebrations depend on location, family heritage, and wealth, as they can take on more or less religious characteristics, could be very elaborate or rather simple events, and sometimes highly expensive parties with a similar feel as a traditional wedding in most other countries. While David picks out a snack, another tidbit for you. Historically, the girl's father would present her to potential suitors during her quinceañera, while she was allowed to dance in public for the first time.
What I got is like a little flour pastry, stuffed pastry with piña. So pineapple. Going to be good. I'm going to eat it though. Adios. I was trying to escape.
No escape from me.
On this occasion, we were lucky enough to see and be a tiny part of this fiesta, and part of the town coming together to celebrate Joanna's 15th birthday through the streets of Mitla. After that fiesta, we needed a siesta, sort of. We noticed this beautiful location and wandered in.
Poco tiempo en crecer y ocupas poca materia prima para un litro de mezcal. Okay?
Okay.
Este tiene 39 grados de alcohol.
So one is 45%, one is 39%.
Depende mucho de nuestro paladar.
This guys, this is strong.
Mira,
Takes the plant 25 years before they harvest it. More like whiskey. Look at the colors of the bottles.
All right, so everyone is familiar with tequila, yes, but have you heard of mezcal before? Similar in origin, but quite different in taste, mezcal is a distilled alcoholic beverage made of any type of agave plant originating in the state of Oaxaca.
She has found a breeze. She's cooling off.
I've had one too many mezcals.
We are going to try one of my favorite drinks, which is maracuya, which is passion fruit. I'm going to show you all these options that my wife has picked out. So, we have the first one. This was our first one. This is our second one. This is the third one, fourth, fifth, and sixth. Right? These are the more ambery color, the whiskey style. This is a mixture of four.
Yeah.
This was
These two were the mountain ones.
Right.
And these ones were the local agave.
Okay, so Christina has picked one, and I'm now left with
70 pesos.
no, I have a 10 ideas, so I have 80 pesos left to my name, and the rest of the cash is on the table. This is what I have left. I might be able to buy a taco,
Maybe.
but you still don't know which one she bought.
Should I tell you?
No,
No.
they'll have to guess in the comments.
Comments. Comment below.
This, by the way, we have not yet introduced her. This is Carmelita, and she has been amazing.
All the barrels. Oh, guys, this is cool. It just smell.
Private tour.
This is a private tour, guys. The smell. The smell is unbelievably strong. Of the wood, the mezcal. It's crazy. Look at all the bottles.
Dependent on the type of plant, its growth time, and growth location, the mezcal produced will have a distinct taste, and you guessed it, distinct price as well. Given all that, I know we picked the right bottle.
Guys, it's super windy out here, but this place is unreal. Look at all those agave plants.
On the drive back toward Oaxaca, another mezcal distillery called our names.
So we've just been told about some of these different agaves. This one here is 25 years old, and there's different types of plants along the way here. Some of them produce from seed, some of them produce from underground, right? This one here produces from underground. However, this one, this up going up, arriba, produces from seed. So it's got the seeds up top, and then the seeds fall down, and you get new plants. So guys, this particular plant right here is a different one. So there's 30 different types of agaves. This hill here, guys, is where they burn all the agaves underneath here, and it burns for 3 days. Once it's done here, they take it behind me and they grind it in the big grinders. So all the agave goes into the middle, into the ground, and then obviously a horse or a donkey will then take this and pull this around. And I think if I studied right, that stone is 800 kilograms. They add the fibers and the powders in here, and then they add water to it, and it's in here for 2 weeks. Down here, they light a fire, and then it comes up inside there, basically boils the mezcal. Mezcal travels across into here, which is a giant cooler filled with cool water, and it cools the mezcal. So the distilling process is happening from the boiling, the vapors coming across, dropping into these, and being cooled inside here.
We learned a ton about the process of making artisanal mezcal at Casa Chagoya from 5th generation owner Victor Chagoya.
We're going into a tunnel.
Actually, into like a true basement. It smells like basement. You can feel the humidity on these barrels.
They burn the inside of the barrels to stop the humidity from coming through. So they treat the wood by burning the wood on the inside.
We had the opportunity to first taste test, shall we say, a few different types of mezcal back at Real Matlatl, as well as here at Casa Chagoya, off camera, of the mezcals you see now. And yes, we definitely purchased bottles of mezcal from both producers. Tell us in the comments which ones you think we bought. And sadly with that, another day of exploration in the Oaxaca area has come to an end. But now,
We're at Sam's Club. And look at all the stuff I've gotten.
And are we done yet?
No.
No,
But
nowhere
that's
near.
not the question. Nobody's really working, and everybody's at Costco.
Which, I mean, we've known from years of shopping at Costco, but I think we're now more or less, I don't know, full up. But look at all this flour that I bought. There's 15 packages of 4 kilos each.
Just don't come forward. Stay back. Come here. Stand beside me. She won't do what she's told.
I never do what I'm told.
There's a bear. Oh, there's my Pookie bear. Anybody for a giant shoe?
join us next week when we head to our favorite beach for an awesome celebration. Are you ready for that adventure? But before we go, we wanted to say a giant thank you to all of our subscribers and viewers for helping us hit 2 massive YouTube milestones. One is reaching 1,000 subscribers, and 2 reaching over 4,000 watch hours. We hope you keep enjoying our videos, and we will see you next week, Friday.